John Sewell with Engearment.com. Here in our gym, this is athletics to do a comparison on wireless microphone systems. This is going to be a fun one. We have our tried and true DJI, which we've been using for years. Even before that was the Rode Wireless Go 2. We have 3 systems of these. We have 3 of these. And then Lark sent over this, the new Lark Max. So they asked me to do a comparison video between their Lark and also they sent over a lavalier microphone compared to DJI, compared to the Rode. So I don't know how this is going to sound. I'm as curious as you are about this. Currently I'm using the Sony ZVE1 internal microphone at about 6 feet away. So anything's going to be better than this. Although for on-body microphone, it's pretty decent. But we are in our gym here. There is some fan noise. And so there is a loud area out there. I'll kind of take the microphones out there, give you some background noise as well. In this review, this comparison, I hope we all can determine which one sounds the best, which one might be right for your needs. And let's get into it. Test 1, test 2. Test. Up first, we're going to do the Rode Wireless Go, as I have the most amount of experience with it. This guy right here. It comes with 2 microphones. This one has the dead cat attached. I find that the dead cat does secure on much better than the first generation. However, I don't usually hold it like this, and you probably don't either. So let's treat it like you would treat your microphones. I usually will put it on the outside of my shirt right here. But honestly, more often than not, I'm going to put it on the inside. And for most of the time, this works really well. Only downsides is sometimes my hairy chest will rattle with it, or if the shirt is looser and I'm doing something, say you're a fitness professional, you're in your gym, and you bend over, it is a little bit heavier of a microphone. And so sometimes with looser clothing, it'll ruffle a little bit. What I do to negate that is I put on the provided windscreens, and then I also immediately lose the windscreens in transport. So I recommend going on Amazon or wherever you want to purchase things and getting a 4-pack of replacement dead cats for all the microphones, just because if you're active and you go outside, you could lose stuff. So this is how the Rode sounds. I'm going to walk outside. I'm going to pivot this guy around so you can see where we're going to go. Let's go take you on a journey outside. Okay, this is going to be a range test. Still working? It's working. Okay, 3, 4, walking and talking, facing away from the camera, which is always the trickiest part. So if you have talent, say you're doing a wedding, say you're doing a live seminar, you want to know how the audio is if it cuts out. I'm passing these 2 tires right here. I am all the way to the back of the fence. Here is the fence. Now that I turn around, more line of sight. Did the audio drop or pick up? Did it change at all? All of our neighbors know I'm crazy because I'm always walking and talking to myself. I don't mind. It attracts other crazy people. So how does the audio sound? Did you hear any background noise? There's a car repair shop next door. They restore older cars, and it's a pretty cool place. Do you hear that? All right. So that is the Rode microphone. Up next, I will bust out the DJI. Comes in this nice charging case right here. Battery life, from my experience, I budgeted about 5 hours for the Rode, about 5 hours for the DJI. The Lark, I don't know yet. We'll find out, but I think they claim more. And all these can record internally too, which is a cool feature for a lot of people. I don't care about that. I like to record into the camera or into the podcast software, but it is nice for backup. All 3 of these will do internal recording, and all 3 will do a lavalier microphone as well. So if you wanted to use lavalier, which we will do in part 2, this is part 1A, right? So I'll have part 2 with the lavalier microphone, and I'll just keep it consistent. I use the same lav for all 3 mics. So stay tuned for the DJI. Test. Okay. trying to do this as real time as possible so you can see that we're not changing anything out or boosting anything. So that was the DJI receiver. Here is the microphone. Comes with a nice charging case right here that is really high quality build. And like the Rode, it has the dead cat, which I almost always use, especially when we're shooting stuff outside. It also has a magnetic clip, which is pretty sweet. And I'll show you how that works here. Strong. So you can definitely clip it to the outside, to the inside, or how I like to do it. And I would recommend using the windscreen, especially if you have a hairy chest like me, because it will make contact with the microphone. But if you don't have a hairy chest, this is a great option right here. Plus it looks a lot more streamlined than clipping it up here and potentially rubbing against the neck. I know a lot of more muscular people with bigger necks, when you put the microphones on them right there, especially if they have beards, it can get a little scratchy. So this is a great solution, but again, I'd recommend using the windscreen in here. Nobody's gonna care. There's a little windscreen right here. The test, let's go for a walk. Let's see how far it gets. Boy, this is fun. Apologies if it does get a little noisy with the chest hair there. It's just how it goes. All right, let's go. Walking and talking. What can I tell you that's interesting? What did the pirate say when he turned 80? I'm 80. Yeah, good kid joke. We're actually having our nieces over to spend the night tomorrow night, so I'm trying to get all my dad jokes lined up. If those fail, we'll just order a pizza and go to the pool, which I think is probably the better plan. All right, we're all at the fence. Did it cut out at all? Did it sound any different? Any worse? Was there too much chest hair on the microphone? Do 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 do. Of course, there's background noise. There's about 8 cars on that side of the street. The DJI I like a lot because it just works. The battery life is great. It has a charging case, makes it very easy to use. The dead cats stay in place very well. And they look cool too. I know it's not really important, but they do look cool. So I use them pretty often. All right, that was part 1B. The DJI, we already did the Rode, now the real test, which you came here to see, the Lark. So the Lark is gonna be a little bit bigger than the DJI. Comes in a charging case as well. Already syncs up. It's got a lot of features. Don't worry, I'm not gonna go with all the features. There's probably 100 videos on the microphone, how to use them, setup, best settings. I am trying to keep mine consistent. It was -12 on the Rode. I think it was at 0 or 1 for the DJI. And then with this guy, it looks like he's right in the middle. So I'm just trying to get it to where it's not clipping, not in the yellow, definitely not in the red. So I'm gonna transfer over to these guys now. Test 1, test 2. Test 1, test 2. Test, test, test. Test 1, test 2. Okay, what I did there was I put it into mono mode because it was going stereo and I was giving me just one side of the screen, which is not what I'm going for. I'm going for mono in this mode. Okay, now what you're hearing is the Hollyland Lark Max, this new guy right here. He is a little bit bigger in size than the DJI, but not too big. Let's see, compare him. About the same. Substantial build quality though. Which way you go? Sorry if the audio got weird there for a second. It probably tried to pair. I'll put this guy back. So this guy is cool because in this case is going to be all the accessories you need. You have your USB-C to go into Android phones or other cameras, and then your lightning port. So with Rode, you have to purchase a USB-C to lightning cable. It's like 20, 30 bucks to get that digital connection. You can also, in theory, use a TRRS S to TRS, and then use the dongle, the white Apple branded dongle, to go into the Lightning port and get your audio that way. I know a lot of riders do that as well. However, with the Hollyland, they kind of go above and beyond. They have a nice case for the case right there, and in the case you will find all kinds of cables, windscreens of course, and the windscreens do stay on nicely, and then there are cables. There's a USB-A to USB-C, helpful for charging, and then here's the moneymaker for a lot of you. USB-C from the Hollyland microphone to Lightning already included, so they have that cable that Rode sells separately included. So that's pretty sweet. And what I like about that system over the DJI is the DJI is kind of, the connection can kind of come off, especially when I keep this on my laptop, or not my laptop, my camera. This part slides back and forth and it just feels kind of flimsy. Although, knock on wood, it's been over a year and I haven't broken them. So I guess they are durable. All right, this is almost done with part 1C. Let's do the distance test and see how far it goes. And like the DJI, it has the magnet system, so you can put it on your shirt, but I have it right here. All right, I'm gonna go for a walk. This one claims to have, I think, 850 or 800 some feet of range. So we shall see. I don't have 800 feet of range to go right now, but I'll go as far as I can to the pole and back. Now the Rode and the DJI do not have any noise cancellation features, which is fine. I never use them. I get sent so many microphones to test out that have noise cancellation and I almost never use it because it gets kind of garbly and weird. However, the Hollyland Lark Max apparently has a very similar to what the Apple AirPod Pro have as far as noise cancellation. So we'll do that test again and we'll see if we can block out the person working on the car and all that. So let's activate that. And of course you can record on it too. There's a record button right there. And then got the right button right here. Did I get it? Okay, I think I got it. There's a little, on the screen, a little doodad picks up. So off, on. Okay, let's see. Did it get better sound quality? So I think it's ANC, adaptive noise canceling or quality or something. Anyways, in the back, walking and talking. People are talking to the right, mechanics in the shop, guys cleaning a truck to the left. I hear somebody doing some roofing back there. And also this is as far as we can get with the fence. Okay, did it cut out at all? Does it sound better? Oh, there's a drill going on right there. And bear with me, bear with me.
Good day, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm here spraying the weeds. I realize you have some weeds in here, so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay for me to hit these?
Go for it, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, thanks. So we're walking, we're talking, we're testing. Person talking, did it affect the sound quality at all? Let's find out. And in part 2, we're gonna put the lavalier microphones on to see what that's all about. All right, I'm gonna swap it out and have some water. Here is the lavalier, and here is the current microphone. And the current microphone is pretty cool because it has this metal screen going kind of not only flat, but also at an angle. So I'm gonna put it on the counter, and then first things first, I'm just gonna clip this on my shirt. It's got a removable wind screen. Okay. And it's got a bonus windscreen too, which is really thoughtful. Here we go. We're gonna plug in. Okay, now this is using the lavalier microphone, and again, I have it with the noise cancellation on. I'll turn that off. Okay, noise cancellation is off. Those little lines has changed. So what's cool about this is now you can put this perhaps on your pocket, on your belt, what have you, and it's out of the way. And of course you would route this better, but for the video I want you to see where I have it. Okay, let's go for a walk and a talk. And again, this will be without noise cancellation, then with cancellation, okay? Lavalier microphone on the Lark Max. Here we go. Walking outside. Walking, walking, walking. Walking, walking, walking. Walk, walk, walk. Do, 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 do. Walking, walking, walking. Again, no noise cancellation, just regular audio, non-adjusted, non-edited. Do, 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 do. It is a hot one today. 95, man, on top of this stuff, that is hot. Okay, as I come closer to you, I am going to turn on the noise cancellation. So here we go. Boom. Noise cancellation is on. Output is at level 0. So again, I had negative 12 on the Rode, 0 or 1 on the DJI, and now 0 on the Lark. And here we go, noise cancellation. I'm gonna go this direction. See if I can get any interference with metal. Walking, 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 talking, talking. Do you know what the pirate's favorite letter is? And this is where somebody says R. And you say, no, he's all about the sea. And that is my other pirate joke. All right, I'm at the farthest part of the gym. Audio should still be working, as this one claims to have the most range. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna walk through the metal squat racks, mix up the path, see if it distorts. Hopefully these audio tests are helpful, because you might have a person walking that far away. Okay, that is the noise cancellation on the Lark Max and the lavalier. Now I'm going to keep the lavalier. I'm going to go back to the DJI and then finally the Rode to see how they all sound. So I'm going to get out this guy, get out this guy. See, they all sync, which is nice, except for the Rode. It does not sync. Unplugging. Test 1, test 2. All right, test 1, test 2. Test 1, test 2. Okay. So now we have the DJI microphone. We'll turn off the Hollyland. Put this away. Okay. DJI with lavalier microphone. And I'm going to do the walking test one more time to see how it sounds with distance, if it makes any difference at all with how far we can walk. Right there. Do, do, do. DJI microphone with the Lark omnidirectional lavalier microphone. Walking, walking, walking. Bet this guy thinks I'm crazy. Just talking to myself. Talking, talking, talking. Back to the camera. Or a couple 100 feet away. Now, honestly, I don't even have a lens that would reach this far, so I doubt this would be a situation I would encounter. But we're gonna walk back in, and you can probably hear the air compressor, and you probably heard the semi-truck door. And as we get back to the camera here, we will conclude test number 2, part B, the DJI. Leaves us with one microphone left to test, the Rode. That's right. So we're going to turn on the Rode. Turn on the Rode. And unplug the DJI. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. Boom. Boom. Test one, test two. Test one, test two. Okay, so here we have the Rode wireless mic 2 system. I have plugged in the lavalier microphone from Hollyland, so it's just one variable, one microphone. How's it sound? It feels really comfortable. The microphone does, the Hollyland. And of course we'll do a distance test just in case it changes anything, just in case. I think I scared the crap out of the landscaper too. He's like, this guy is talking to himself. All right, here I go walking and talking to myself. I guess eventually I'll be talking to you at some point in the bigger picture. All right, we're walking across the really hot turf right here, going to the end of the gym. We are about to touch the end of the gym. End of the gym. Heading back. Now I'm facing the camera. Did it cut out? Did it change anything? How is the sound quality? There's a little bit of wind. Air compressor. Again, there's no noise cancellation on the Rode, and I don't think there's one on DJI, at least that I know of. So the Hollyland Lark Max has that advantage. If it was an advantage, I'm testing this out just like I'm testing with you. Okay, so this is how I spent my lunch break today, testing out microphones for you guys to see which one sounds the best. Okay, so in summary, we have tested the two main competition, the DJI and the Rode, and I've done probably, can't even tell you how many versions of DJI versus Rode versus Hollyland versus any other microphone. In fact, I have 3 more microphones in our office to come test out, but I wanted to keep the Lark separate because this is the one everybody's talking about the last month. I didn't want to rush to a review for it. I wanted to test it in our gym and outside and other parameters as well. So, in your honest opinion, which one sounded the best? And also, did the noise canceling on the Lark Max work? Did the lavalier sound better on any of these 3? If so, that, you know, let us know. Let us know what you think. This is all recorded on a Sony ZVE1 camera with 11mm prime 1.8 lens. Not edited. I'm just going to take this file. I might edit some parts to save you like 10 seconds here, 10 seconds there, but for most part, I'm just going to keep it as is so that you can see and hear any kind of differences, and also you can see honestly what equipment I'm using. I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you, just trying to test the audio. Okay, so we had first the Rode Wireless Go by itself. Then we had the DJI by itself. Then we had the Hollyland Lark Max by itself, and then the Hollyland Lark Max with noise cancellation. Part 2, we had the Hollyland Lark Max with lavalier, Hollyland Lark Max with noise cancellation with lavalier. Then we had the DJI with lavalier. Then finally we had the Rode Wireless Go 2 with the same lavalier. Whew! Leave your thoughts and comments below. Let me know what you think. I'll put links to all 3 of these, of course, and they're all 3 great systems. All 3 have good battery life. All 3 can record internally. You know all the specs, all that. This is just a comparison of which one sounds better. Whew. Sean Sewell, owner and director of Stoke for Engearment. Until next time, take care.